How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical and welcome to a new save in Crusader Kings III. Now, I've got two DLCs active for this because I really want to do Iberia and then a little sub-story. My partner thought she would treat me to the Iberia DLC and bought the Persia one. So we are going to go with, and I am dyslexic, I am going to crucify every name, everything, but I will try my best. We're going to go with Ibn Marwan. The struggle for Iberia. The old powers of Iberia are broken. In the north, which I assume is going to be all of this, Astorius, we'll just go with it. I'll just make it up, is rife with ambitious vassals straining to be free. In the south, Al-Andorlius, I don't know, sounded good, waxes strong but faces rumblings of discontent. The border military districts mutter about independence and intrigue plagues the ruling Umads. Hungry foreign powers eye Iberia's rich lands. Interesting. Right, centuries in the making, the Iberian struggle enters a new phase, and whether it ends in blood or brotherhood lies on the roll of a dice. 48, so we might not be hanging around for too long. A rogue at heart, Marwan has a tremulous relationship with his liege. Again, we are a vassal under our liege. But enjoys strong support from the Mozarabs in his domain, and might in truth have more in common with them and their faith. He has carved out a stronghold in Badosh, which is going to be our little location here. In the west, the zealous Bajudanas, which is actually the easy start, clan grows ever more opposed to his rule over the lower marsh. Interesting. Might in alliance with Fonzo III, ever optimistic king, help you gain crown of your own. Interesting. And I think Alfonso III is the ruler of Catalonia or whatever that culture is. We'll go with Spain, even though it's not formed yet. Anyway, let's go. Thanks for the support. Like, subscribe, catch me live on Twitch. Comment for the algorithm, something like ham sandwich. Bye. And here we are with our start. So, the Iberian struggle actually looks like a fun little mechanic in itself of this region and in this time, which is why I was so excited to dive into this for my first DLC. Plus, the area interests me, and I feel like that's a nice way to start. The Iberian Peninsula is in turmoil, a conflict born of its storied past. Outsiders convert the land, and the great Muslim and Christian powers seek to sway its people. But those who live and die on its soil will ultimately determine its fate. I will not let slip my vision for my homeland. By Allah, House Al-Yidklid, not even close, will weather the storm and see my will fulfilled. So, we are involved, one of the involved participants in this Iberian struggle. The region is currently in a phase of opportunity. Your actions and those of other participants will determine the future phases of the struggle and its ending. Sort of like a story in its own, which is going to be really, really interesting. And these are all the phases that we have. Now, the good thing about the Iberian struggle is, war-wise, it gives us... Basically, we don't have to spend as much prestige, or we could use gold instead to actually get claims and stuff like that. Mercenary hire cost is low, which is interesting. We could do something with that. Then we've got culture. So learning new, increasing development of a county with a different culture increases cultural acceptance. Okay, important to know all that sort of stuff. Learning a new language provides prestige. Okay, which I suppose leans us into the peaceful avenue of the Iberian struggle rather than the war, is my understanding. Faith. So converting and involved faith is less expensive. Holy wars cannot be declared in the struggle region. Interesting. And then all the other things that we get. Okay, so it gives us our little bit of land here, and then everything else that's kicking off. If we zoom out, then we can see how much our ruler actually has. And the Muslims, or the Islamic faith, is actually quite strong. So we've got the Iberian struggle. So this is obviously going to be a struggle to learn. Just see what I did there. But we're going to go through it. So going over the Iberian struggle and what that holds, we're going to go over the area and then sort of what we're planning, because our last save of time of recording was Ireland, which was an easy start, but I feel like I've learned a lot to be able to try and briefly pretend that I can micromanage, or meta play, I suppose is the better, not micromanage. Right. So we've got 2 wars. We've got this first one. War claim. Okay, which looks like to be Afonso III, which is currently Asturias, is what I'm going to go for. I know that's not even close. I'm dyslexic. I try my best. So it looks like these 2 great powers in the Iberian region are going to war. We've got another one, a rebellion. I would imagine this is to try and break free. Yep, to become independent. And that is with that nation there. Again, soldiers is roughly the same. I don't know why we're not shown in here. But yeah, lots of opportunities for us. What we do know, if we go into the council, we can see our liege's council, and we are on the council as a marshal, which then does give us bonuses, 3+ prowess, -15, army gold maintenance, levy side, all that sort of stuff, which is actually really good, meaning there's a massive importance to try and get on this council in any way, shape or form. If we get into a spy master, we could perhaps do something interesting. Maybe then suck up to him, kill him off, try and see what we can do. Right. So we're going to go through the motions, set up everything, and then sort of plot what... I hate these question marks. No lifestyle given. So we are... I believe we were 48 when we checked. So we're 48. We have a lot of traits that sort of go to being very... aggressive, very army focused, very war focused. So we've got quick, aggressive attacker, love that. Blade master seems awesome. Strategic, brilliant, like pretty amazing. Early on not to go like this, because the minute there is war, and I mean we're in the war at the minute, we can just start kicking behind. It actually looks like we've got a lot of these traits already, which is actually gorgeous. Strict organization, I'm just seeing. Fort level is always good. Another +4 pro awareness. Like, we could take advantage of this guy being so good at war early on. Reflects the character's aptitude in personal combat. Means they are more likely to survive, which would be good. Each point of prowess gives a knight. So let's go there. It also gives us... what was that? Battle advantage. So let's go there. We're ready for war, so let's go to war. Now, then, we've got a little bit of junk in the trunk in terms of cash. But we're above domain limit, which is a little bit awkward. Too few spouses. Who is my heir, then? My heir is nothing special. See, this is just basic taxes. We'll just leave that for the moment, but that's actually really interesting. We can actually control how much tax everyone is giving us much more easier. I like that button a lot. That's a great addition. My son needs a guardian. Again, we're just looking for people with good traits. You there. That's fine. Like I said, I've learned a lot from my first save, so I'm hoping I can use that to actually, like, springboard us a little bit. So would any of these get me a religion if... so not a religion. Right, so that's a foreign ruler. So I don't want someone sort of over here would be good. Because I learned last time out, having alliances that are far away is actually a pain when you need them. Because, you know, they're far away. So I think I'd rather an alliance that is closer. Good. I mean, we can get traits in another way. That is fine. We can just keep trying to marry people. Right, let's grab you. We do get an alliance. Let's go there. So you are that one there, correct? And Quick. I think Quick's from me, though. And then send proposal. Then we haven't got a court physician. We're going to come down here to decisions. Search for a physician, because I know how important that is. Now, I don't know how prevalent plagues are at this year that we're starting, but we do need to be careful. Let's go to military. Let's go to knights. Let's make sure... Right, recruit you. You're a great knight. And another good knight. So let's have that immediately. Now, we do have one domain more. So how do I see... I'm trying to click on these to see how much tax I'm getting from them all. And that's how I'm going to judge the one I'm... Oh, that's a really rich region. You can grant titles. Question is who do I want to give it to? My tax collector, 24. Could give it to my son. He's only 9, though. Right, let's go opinion of me first. Could give it to my spy master. That would help. It's at 15. Actually, look for traits and stuff like that. So can I just give it to you? Okay, so I'm going to grant that immediately so we don't get any penalties. We're not getting any penalties at the moment, but I think just getting rid of that. Right, so we have got one vassal. And our vassal loves us for it. Or do we worry about army? And I think we're going to play the long game, because one thing I have found out about this game is if you expand too quickly and are not watching stuff, problems happen. Now, I do need 150 gold, but I think I wait for the trade ports. I feel like... I'm not sure how a galley gets in. Oh, there's a river there. But we're going to go trade ports, get a development up really quickly. Our development is what gives us, I believe, all the research and stuff. So if we go in here, we can see... This is a really important tab, and it's proper hidden away, I think. And these are like our level of researchers and what the effects get. So currently, it's a lot of bonuses to like armies and whatnot. What we're going to go for... Fortification buildings, those primarily function to increase their holdings fort level or provides advantages. Yeah, we're going to go with this to get armored footmen, because if we can get them up quickly, it just means we're going to be able to actually punch someone in the face. And then we got currency as well. So getting our development up early, I think, is the move. So we wait until we got that 150 gold and we do that. I did think about going really militarily in quickly, get all our armies up and boost, but I think long term, and we have to think long term, it's going to be better. Right, we can station some troops, so let's station them. Just looking for the best boosts. So at the moment, what have we got? Pikemen, light horsemen, bowmen. Okay. Okay, so let's pause. To the amicable, you and I should be friends, not foe. Please accept this gift in exchange for your signature on a treaty of mutual goodwill. So if I accept it, I get a truce. And he does pay 85 gold coins, which is actually nice because it replaces the ones that I just lost. And that's him there. I don't mind to get a truce with that. For 85 coins, that's really fine. Because what that allows me to do immediately is to go into my capital. And then immediately get a trade port. Get that development growth going quickly. Take 2 years to finish, but we're going to go quite development growth heavy to see how that plays off, because I let that slip in my last save or didn't start building buildings until it was sort of too late, or, you know, I can't really benefit from it, maybe. Right, let's go. So let's grab this one here. So declare war, struggle, clash, declare war. We then go to our rally point, raise everyone there. I will call an ally in just in case. That's why we've got them. And then we will grab that immediately, and then we will take stock. Right, so let's go speed 3 as we raise our army. And then we can see them forming their army. Now, our army should be massively superior. We've got 6 knights to their 5. They've got bowmen. What is... Oh, no, it's knights. Have they just got bowmen? Well, we'll smash them up if that's the case. I will wait for my ally, I think, but let's pull these down. If that's all they've got, this is probably the easiest start we could get. We do need to obviously build up strength quite quickly, because we have literally claims on everyone immediately, which probably means everyone has claims on us. Okay, that's my ally joining. I panicked for a second. Let's go speed 3. I mean, if they're just 380, I'm going to stomp them immediately and not worry about my ally. Let's go speed 4. Unpause. That would work. I'm like, why is stuff not going? Right, I'll go to stomp them immediately then. We've got better soldiers, better knights, better everything. Yeah, they can't even compete with that. And the thing is, I think yeah, so our light horsemen are tearing their bowmen up. Not that they had enough anyway. Alright, and then we just siege. So let's go speed 5 while we siege. After winning another game of chess against myself... What? I can't help but think that perhaps my towering intellect could improve this game somewhat. But what change would make the most sense? Ooh. The king is clearly too weak. Gain prestige. The bishop should be stronger. And then I get clergy opinion plus 5. For the moment, with what I'm doing, I'm just going to go prestige, because gaining prestige does give me... But gaining faith... Let's go prestige for the moment. Just because we are doing some prestige stuff. It costs a lot less, but we still want to be careful. Right, let's unpause and take the city. I think this was a really good first move. Okay, your liege has passed the law limited crown authority. Titles can be revoked. So could he take this all away from me immediately? I mean, we're about to find out. It's going to be our first lesson. War declared on me. May your years be short and miserable. It seems there is no recourse for our dispute other to settle them on the battlefield. Oh, that's the guy that hates us immediately from the beginning. So we will rally the troops. We will call our ally in. Luckily, we have a good ally for this. I want to finish our war, wrap what we're doing up down here, watch our capital. Our ally is nearby. If we can wrap this war up immediately, that would be great. Our ally does join. We pause the game. Strategy impasse. I'm sitting around the map table with Musab, Sheik, Move. I'm going to muller the names. I'm very sorry. I am trying, though. Discussing our strategy for the ongoing war. Musab bangs his fist on the table and loudly proclaims we should charge the enemy directly and crush them with the sheer might of our armies. I mean, that failed against the Romans, but the Romans aren't here yet, so. While Murph sits back and patiently advocates for us to secure critical locations and wait for the enemy to come to us instead. So we could get both strategies and we get improved offense and defense. I think because I am so aggressive. Oh, I don't want to lose opinion, though. So we'll go with both. We'll go with both. So for 5 years, we get better attack and defense. So we're about to take this siege. This fight over here. They have got one ally. We do outnumber them. I'm going to hope our forces are a little bit stronger. Let's come out of this war first, because we will get some stuff. Because we'll get prestige or legitimacy, which we do want. We get a lot of gold, which we could use to obviously improve a lot of things. Right, let's come back to this. Normally I would jump on this little army, but I want to get one more done, so... Whoops, pause. So we enforce demands here. So be it. And we already grow. We already grow, which is huge for us. And then we've got a vassal down here who absolutely hates us. So... I'm not his rightful liege. I'm going to do a scheme. I love how you can spend gold to destabilize them. That's actually really interesting. But I'm going to try and sway him. I'm going to try and bring him over to my way of thinking. Get him friends, get him comfortable under my rule, and then we can live the dream. Right, now I want to move over. Looking at the golds. So let's have a look at their armies. Camel cavalry, spearmen. Or pikemen. So they counter cavalry. And the cavalry counter cavalry. Oh, they're very against cavalry. So I could spend 75. I think we should be okay. I would like to spend all my money to just upgrade my lands. I'm just going to turn my light on. The problem is I want to spend all the gold to just upgrade some stuff. Right, let's click here. Let's just see what is the counter. Some light footmen would be huge early on. Right, let's leave it like this for the time being. And let's move over. I might be able to take this really quickly if I'm careful. I would like to play whack-a-mole because, as I can see, they're trying to join up. Like, I could take his capital in 6 months and get some loot, which could be interesting. He is going to go for my capital, though. Let's go speed 4. He's not. My troops could be very useful in your conflict. We need only to agree a price. Ooh. Ooh. Fellow vassal with 300 troops. I think I'm okay. Let's go speed 5. Problem is, this is going to be quite slow. We don't have anything to, like, properly siege yet. We will get there. Right, let's quickly take this, because this is... There we go. I'm sitting in on a strategy meeting with the Sultan, which is my liege, discussing our plans for the ongoing war. The Sultan has decided to take a hands-off approach, allowing both my nemesis, that I'm at war with, which does give me improved defense and it gives me improved offense and gives him improved defense. I think I'd still rather the offense just for the fatal casualties, in all honesty. That's interesting how he's letting us do whatever we want, though. I wonder if there is a decision where he can pick a side, which is interesting. Because it might actually help me doing all this while my liege is at war. Right, let's move up. We've taken his capital. And now we're going to move up. Let's go speed 3. Not more gold in the kitty. We have some really, really strong people. Like, we've got as best knights as we can get. Probably should have summoned some knights before we went on. So how many knights have they got? They have 12 altogether. We have 12 as well. I've only... Bowmen. Remind me what bowmen are good at. They count as skirmishers. Oh, they have no skirmishers. I should have taken the... They might be able to take me here. What are skirmishers good at? Oh, I wish I could see... Is there a wiki? I want to see light... What are they called? Footman. No? All pages? Light footman, heavy cavalry. Okay. So what terrain are we fighting on? Plains. Light cavalry are really good in plains. I could boost my light cavalry by 1. Right, so I boosted my light cavalry by 1. So I'm hoping my army... Yeah, my army's getting boosted a little bit, so I'm at 16k now. They are backing off. Unraised soldiers is 1. So let's raise everything here. And then we'll move them over to my army. Alright. They are running. Now, it could be line. Let's see where they go first before I make a decision. Problem is, they're going to the mountains, and I don't fight amazing in mountains. Shifting interests is, I was watching Muntasir play with the other children when Ali tried to push him over. The moment did not last long, as Munster soon had made an entirely new game out of it and forgotten the previous game. It's fickle. Wouldn't mind someone really good at Raffle. Forgiving. No, let's go. Give him Wrathful. It gives us a bit of stress, but that's okay. I feel like it's going to be quite war heavy around here, so we might as well try and lean into it. Right, they're going miles away up there, so I'm going to go to their capital over here. We're going to get a lot of gold for them attacking us and be able to punish them. Let's go speed 4. Yeah. Oh no, now they're coming back. I'm happy to take their capital, though. I'm not going to play Kiss Chase if I don't have to. A creeping suspicion. There is something odd about my vassal. He likes me, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. Perhaps it's just my imagination running amok. Perhaps it is just my imagination running amok. Nevertheless, the ominous feeling keep me up. I'll get the stress. I trust him. Semi likes me. Right, let's siege this down really quick. We've got 6 months. Let's go speed 5. Enemy army. Have they joined? They have. Interesting. Looks like everyone does hop onto wars around here. We're still looking good with the numbers that we've got, though. We do need to start being a little bit careful. I might then spend a little bit more. Neutral army. Okay. Hostile army. Oh, we're being raided. Okay. I was very confused for a minute. Right, we're about to siege that one. So we're at plus 47% of the war. We're now going to slowly move over here. We want to stay on plains, though. Yeah, better commander, but they have more. They have better quality. They are backing off, though. Right, I'm going to move into here. Can now get a new perk. I mean, more knights would be glorious. Fort level, that's control. Gets more prowess, +4. Reduces the risk of commanding. Knight effectiveness would be actually huge, so let's go down there to get that. A lot of gold. I'm going to keep checking. The problem is they do have a lot of... I'm trying to... Wish it had in other games, it has like... You can press T and get like that menu up. I have a lot of bowmen. What do the bowmen? What terror? They don't actually mind hills. Problem is my light horsemen. Okay, I shouldn't have built more light horsemen. Should have built more pikemen and fight them in the hills, but that's fine. They don't get a negative, the bowmen, so it's not the end of the world. It's like the rebellion is going to win, which would be very, very interesting. See, they would accept white peace here. The problem is I'm in such a position where I think I might be able to get something out of this. So military-wise, I'm still making a lot of tax. I'm going to increase my pike, mum. Age of knowing my son and heir hoovers into the limbo between childhood and adulthood. I have taught him enough to understand the truth, and he is still young enough to have an open mind. I want to induct him into the service of God. It is now or never. He deserves to know the Lord's power. 100%. He gets a secret opinion of me. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let's go speed 3. Oh, nah, my liege has just won a big, big war there. Got unraised. Right, let's go to the capital to just regroup. Is that an enemy? That is an enemy army there. I could go stomp them. And they are in this war, so that would help my war score. Could be quite an easy win. So let's go play whack-a-mole. I have to cross that bridge, sadly. I can chase him across. That's he's going to regroup with the others. I'm going to be a bit too slow. I don't mind chasing him into the hills. Oh, I catch him there. Brilliant. And the light horsemen and the bows make short work. Right. Yeah, the AI is not silly. It's grouping up. But that's 98% completed here. So I've only got to do one more little thing and I'm okay. So I wonder if I can get it by a cheeky little siege. They are unsieging their own lands though. So let's go speed 4. I'm going to jump straight back onto it. 5 months. I know what I'm doing here. Your liege lost their war. Pause, pause, pause. Okay. Has been triggered. You win a war. You started against another. Okay. Liberia is waking up. So they are independent now. Huge. Right, I'm going to take this. Let's get me a little bit of loot. They are sieging me, but they're not sieging anything important. Let's go speed 4. And they're sieging something there. A prisoner in a... Oh, no. I'm going to die already. I knew that getting older would mean doing everything slower, but I didn't think it would all come to a halt until my death. Lately, I've been feeling a constant malaise, and everything takes more effort than before. I'm worried that if I lie down, I might not get up again. There's no doubt my time is running out. I feel I can do naught but wait the death's sweet embrace to claim me. That is devastating. Damn. That is... Oh, I'm at 100% though, which is actually really, really good. Enforce the demands. I get 200 or go enforce. That is perfect timing. I gain the legitimacy, prestige, and others. Nice. Disbands that. That is perfect timing, as we're about to lose my awesome... One thing I didn't mess about with too much last save was with all this and trying to actually commission artifacts and stuff. And like actually equipping them, forgetting that I can even do that. So I would like to obviously do that a little bit more, because that seems obviously very, very strong. Can I appoint you as both? Hey, very nice. Right, let's continue. Scheme at court. My spy master has come to me with grave news. While we do not... Oh, God. While we do not know who someone is plotting to kill me. I mean... I'm gonna die anyway. I'm literally at death's door. I mean, who on my court would hate me? Like, who on my court hates me? Don't answer that. Hope you enjoyed that, party people. If you want to see the uncut version, then head to the description to find the Tazastical streams, where I post all the streams directly to there. If not, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever you're doing, and I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.